Shemsuniverse. So today, guys, we're going to discuss the hidden passion number 2. So this goes with the ideology of the Pythagorean numerology. So, like I said in the other two videos, the hidden passion number is constituted from the first, like, pretty much your first birth name. I don't want to argue and say that you should use the name that you go by now. Sound vibration things go more so towards the Chaldean numerology. But with Pythagorean, they really do truly believe that your whole chart is contrasted by your birth name and then, of course, your birthday. So, with that being said, I would prefer that you use your full birth name, which is whatever's on your birth certificate, to calculate all these numbers. With the hidden passion number, it's the number that shows up the most in your full birth name, so whether that be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9. I was going to go into master numbers, however, I did do more research. I know I said in the intro video that we're going to cover master numbers as well, but they truthfully are not there. There's no karmic debt, there's no master numbers for any of these. It literally just goes from 1 to 9, and that's about it. The master numbers and karmic debt are more so just for the first 5, which is like your life path, expression number, soul urge, personality, and birth numbers even debatable as well. But aside from that, like, it doesn't really matter. Maturity number, I would say, matters as well, because in some forms of numerology, especially in the Western side, they do put the maturity number as a core number as well. So you can definitely look at your karmic debt and master numbers from there. But let's go back to the main subject here, which is the number 2 for the hidden passion numbers. So the number 2 is mostly constituted with like a good intuition, somebody who's kind of have some sort of like lunar clairvoyance, a peacemaker, a diplomatic sort of person, somebody who's able to really mediate between people, two different factions very, very well. So these things will come naturally to you. Like the 1, it is a very, very strong presence to have. People will feel more comfortable around you in comparison to the 1. They'll feel like they can be sociable, but they'll also feel like you might be too agreeable. The number 2's biggest weakness is in the fact that it hates problems, which is the opposite of the number 1. The number 1 will more so feel like they can take advantage of people, like run them over in a certain way. The number 2 now is more so on the side of they want to avoid problems, they want to be the caretaker, the love giver and receiver. So they don't really want anything negative in their atmosphere, in their environment whatsoever. They want to keep things very diplomatic and very, very under control. They don't like any sort of chaos. Things need to be in order. This is a good thing that you want to definitely set up your environment to always be very positive. However, you also want to make sure that you're keeping yourself safe by getting used to confrontational situations. If this is your hidden passion number, ideal careers for you would be things like the medical field, law, arbitration, and anything to do with like where you would actually get two different factions together and just keep the peace in general. So that could even be things such as like real estate, home decor, renovations. All of those things would definitely come into play because you're making other people happy by giving them an ideal service. The only thing I'd say to watch out for here, guys, is in your social realm, especially with family and friends. Just make sure that people don't identify the weakness that you don't like confrontation, or that they can probably bully you if they push hard enough. You guys are very empathetic and very idealized people. You guys are the idealized lovers in a sense. You don't mind playing second place for somebody else to take a spot, like somebody who has a lot of number 1s or 8s. But you do want to make sure that these number 1s or 8s or 4s or 7s or 9s don't try to run over you. I don't mean to say like every other number, but the number 2 is kind of that soft-spoken, sort of easygoing number, and you guys can very, very, very easily be taken advantage of if you don't set boundaries with people. And then also learn to, I'm sorry to say this, but manipulate them. If you see that you have this hidden passion number 1 is very good for aggression and manipulation. You guys can be very cohesive and indirect, and that can be very, very effective, especially if you're a female. You can use your soft-spoken, natural, feminist behavior and sort of like just know how to maneuver people around. And I shouldn't say feminist, I just mean that sort of feminine ideology of just more so being the subservient but still in control person, if you guys know what I mean. It's a very Machiavellian ideology. If you're a male, you also want to use that sort of feminine side of yourself to make people think you're soft even if you are not. Especially when you have this knowledge, you're able to then find your ideal career. And I'm also teaching this video on how to manage people. They're going to view you as sort of a soft-spoken, soft person in general, just because you have that strong lunar energy within your name. But you can use that to actually manipulate people so that they cannot see your true objectives. So it's your choice whether or not you want to weaponize the natural energy that you have, or if you just want to just have it there and use it as a weakness. That pretty much sums up the number 2 hidden passion number. If you guys have any questions or want me to provide any more details on any of the numbers I'm going through in this chapter, just let me know, but that should finalize the video. If you guys have any private questions you want to ask me, just get at me at Shemsuniverse on Instagram, or send me an email at shemsuniverse@hotmail.com. Alright guys, so thank you so much for your time today. I'll be back tomorrow with number 3, guys. Peace.